weekend, baby. Let's get this workout done, knock it out, and move on to our weekend. And we can make our own fitness up and get outside and enjoy the weather, socially distanced, but still getting outside and enjoying some fresh air. Okay, so today we have a chipper on the docket. That'll be our workout. And what we're going to do is a warm-up, one time through, get ourselves ready for it, and then get on after it. So, first movement in the warm-up is going to be mountain climbers. I need 30 of them. So I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 30. Then I'm going to go into 10 good mornings, hands behind my head, not pushing down on my neck, just getting my hands out of the way, send my hips back, and come on up and stand all the way up. Feel this in your hamstrings. Okay, we've got 10 of those. Then we're going to back it on up. We're going to do our walkouts. So I'm here, walk my hands out. No push-up today. We got plenty of those in yesterday. Maybe a little calf stretch. Come on back in. Stand it up, extend the hips. Walk on out. Calf stretch. Come on back in. And stand it up. Okay. After that, we're going to do 5 squat rotations. So I'm going to get my feet a little wider than hip width. I'm going to send my hips back, come to the bottom of my squat, rotate, rotate, squat and stand. That's 1. I'll show you again. Down, rotate, rotate, squat and stand. Okay, just to loosen up the hips a little bit. And then the last movement we're going to do is called a warrior squat. We're going to go down to the bottom of our squat here. If you need something to hang on to, some weighted something, go ahead and do that. I'm going to put one hand on the floor or on my weighted object, rotate up. That's 1, 2, I need 5 per side. 3, so I'm going all the way to 10 here. 4, my eyes follow my hand. 10 of those, and we'll be ready to rock and roll for our workout. Let's go. All right, as I said in the warm-up, today's workout is going to be a chipper. We're going to work our way through a list of things one time, see how long it takes, and be done with it. So we're going to start off with something called a suitcase carry. You're going to find out where your quarter-mile mark is. Maybe by this time have it marked off from your house. If you don't have it marked off, then you're looking for about a 2.5 to 3 minute walk. If you want to find something that you can run with, then you're probably looking at about 2 minutes for that run. So a suitcase carry is a one-sided farmer's carry. So I might have whatever I have. You want to have some decent weight on it. I'm going to hold it in one hand, and I'm not going to let that weight pull me over. I'm going to hold my shoulders nice and tight and upright. I'm working the core on this side to fight against the droop. If at the halfway point you can switch hands, awesome. Now we're going to work the other side. We don't want to go the whole 400 on the same side because the other side will never get any work. So either switch halfway or switch when you feel like it's getting tired. Remember, this should have some good weight on it. Maybe grabbing a gallon of water, something like that, to create some weight on that carry. After I come back from my 400-meter suitcase carry, I'm going to take to my mat. I'm going to lay down, tuck my heels in towards my bottom. If I want some weight on this one to make it a little more challenging, I can put my weighted object across my hips. I've got 40 glute bridges. Touch my bum to the floor, extend up so that there's a straight line from my shoulders up to my knees. Down and squeeze the glutes. 40 glute bridges. Next up, T-plank rotations. So I'm actually going to be on one elbow here, and I've got 20 per side. I'm going to come up and under, reach up and under, up and under. I can do them in sets of 10 or knock out my full 20 on one side, flip over, and my full 20 on the other side. That's up to me. but I've got to do 40 of them before I move on to my next movement. My next movement is going to be dips. I have my chair here. I have it nice and secure against a wall. Put my hands on the edge. Feet are straight out. This is probably going to take a hot minute. These are tougher. Okay? A little bit of assistance. I can bend my knees. Take a little bit of pressure off of the arms for that work. 40 of those. And then the last movement we're going to finish up the workout with is going to be our front squat. So I'll grab my weighted object, tuck it under my chin here, and I'm going to do 40 squats to finish up this workout. After I finish my 40th, boom, look at the time on my clock. That is my full workout. Let's have a great Friday. Some different movements today, putting them together, getting after it, knock out that to-do list, and let's head into our weekend. Have a good one. All right, for our cool down today on this Friday, we're going to do a couch stretch. I'll put my foot up on an object or a wall. My other leg is out in front. I'm going to hold this position. I like this one anywhere 45 seconds to a minute. I'm trying to get that hip flexor nice and open. I'll feel a good stretch in my quad. Okay? After I do 45 seconds to a minute on each side of those, let's go down to a pigeon stretch. This is more for the hips here. We're going to hold this for about a minute per side. Hang out here. Getting those hips nice and stretched out, hopefully to help with recovery. And I'm going to bring my knees in, reach my hands forward. Child's pose. Let's add the outside two position. So I move my hands to my right, send my head through. I'll get a nice stretch down my left lat. And then come on over to my left, stretch those hands out. I got a nice stretch down my right lat. Hang out there. We're looking for probably about 20 to 30 seconds in each of these child's pose. Lastly, I'm just going to have you drop your hips and finish with an up dog. Really stretch that back out, looking up, thinking about an awesome weekend that you have ahead. All there is to be grateful for. And thinking of those who are in tough times right now, sending them our best karma. Let's have a great weekend. Got 2 more weeks of training with me.